With only a few days left before the ANC holds its provincial conference in the Northwest, some branches have raised concerns regarding what they say is the party's disregard of their disputes. They allege that some branches have not even been launched, some even have elected bogus delegates. Others were launched in the absence of their members in good standing. The Interim Provincial Committee will address the media briefing today. News reporter PATRICK DINTWA is covering the story for us, and let's bring him into this conversation. So Patrick, good morning to you. So what can we expect from this briefing?
Good morning, Policy. Yes, indeed. I'm coming live right from the Rustenburg Civic Center, where actually the ANC IPC provincial press conference is scheduled to happen. In fact, the press conference was scheduled for 11 o'clock, but however, there seems to be a delay. We're hoping that any time from 12 o'clock it might start. But I can confirm that the administrative staff of the ANC have already set up inside here just behind me. But what is expected from this press conference, we are told that for what we have just given a background about problems that are there within the ANC in the province, where some branches are not happy about the process of branch general meetings that were convened. There are a lot of outstanding disputes. We are told about 66 disputes are still outstanding. They have not yet been resolved, and we are told that the Provincial Dispute Resolution Committee has recommended to the Provincial Committee that about 63 branches must rerun because there were discrepancies, like you alluded to earlier on. So today, what is expected here is that we are expecting that the provincial leadership will be formally so announcing that the provincial conference, which was scheduled to start on Wednesday up until Saturday, is going to be postponed. I must emphasize that this postponement, it will be the fourth postponement this year. Remember, the IPC was initially supposed to have held the provincial conference in February, but because branches were not ready by then, they did not have the necessary threshold of 70% to can convene a legitimate provincial conference. Then the conference was then postponed for the third time. Today, if they announce the postponement like they're going to do, it will be for the fourth time now that this provincial conference will be postponed.
Now, this is all towards the build-up for that all-important conference that is happening in December, Patrick, and we've seen, as well as in the other provinces and regions as well, there had been some issues as well. What does this mean? What does this also, maybe, let's not preempt, but it's a sense of what it gives us of that preparation towards that important conference in December?
Yes, of course. This problems of the ANC in the province has been there for some time. Remember, even the mandate of the IPC was to rebuild and unite the province, to forge unity in the province. But this apparently has not happened to that was expected. But this also indicates that the ANC in the province going to the national conference in December and also the policy conference next month, it means the ANC in the province is still not united, and this is the worrying factor. And for the mere fact that this conference will be postponed for the fourth time, it only shows that there's still disunity. Factionalism in the province is still very, very much rare, and that in its own is a worrying factor, I believe so, for the ANC. Even political observers and analysts have said that they have foreseen that this provincial conference, because given the factionalism that is deep-rooted and disunity that is there in the province, they foresee that this conference will not take place. And indeed, that formal announcement will be made today. And it's a worrying factor whether the Northwest will it be ready to go to the national conference this year. We know for the fact that December, the national conference of the ANC will be taking place. But the Northwest, will it be ready? Will there be unity when they go to the national conference? This is a big question and policy.
You know, Patrick, that conversation about unity, we've seen how the ruling party on many ends has been having that conversation, of course, saying that unity will happen in conjunction with the people as well. You know, it's been the universal gospel for the ruling party. When we see such things happening, such as the one where you're at right now, what does this send? What message does this send as far as that draw card on unity is concerned?
It says enough is not being made on the ground as far as ensuring that the ANC or the provincial leadership is forging unity within the ANC in the province. We also understand some of the people, especially disgruntled members that marched this past Friday to Lituluas. They are saying that they are very worried about those that are at the forefront of or that are leading the IPC, the Interim Provincial Committee. They are saying they are only there because of their personal interest, because what they are also raising as a complaint is that the composition of the dispute resolution committee, the composition of it, but they are saying is led by people who've got direct and vested interest, those that will be contending the provincial conference. We've got 4 of them who are intending to contest for the chairmanship of the provincial chairpersonship, and they are saying they are sitting on this committee, but they are saying they will not be objective, they will be subjective, because that's the main problem that they are saying. So it means there's a problem within the ANC in terms of forging unity on the ground.
Okay, clear indication of what time the briefing is supposed to start before we let you go?
While I was busy speaking with you, I've just seen the IPC provincial coordinator and Tata Slomani Chauke passing by. We're hoping that any minute from now the press conference might start, because I've also seen some of the media houses, they have just entered. Probably in the next 10 minutes or so, we will be able to start with the press conference.
PATRICK DINTWA, there is our reporter out there in the Northwest for us, watching for us, that ANC provincial conference in the Northwest, where some branches have raised concerns regarding what they say is the party's disregard of their disputes.